Do you ever want to do a Hindi film?
Yeah, that's on my checklist. I want to do a Hindi film, a Punjabi film. When a person from any industry, let it be Tamil, let it be Malayalam, let it be Hindi, when you're coming and acting in a Telugu film, understand the work culture there and maybe respect that culture. If a filmmaker does a film and he wants to repeat the same kind of genre for his next film, people are not really accepting, and I am the sitting live example. I want to do a proper kids film, one film like Disney, like Home Alone kind of a thing. I'm still writing it, so.
Venky, welcome to the Hollywood Reporter India.
Thank you, ma'am.
It is nice to have a national award-winning writer in our studio.
Sounds good.
Okay, what was your first response when you heard that you won for Best Dialogue for Lucky Baskhar?
I went numb. So I was shooting for the last day of my film with Suriya sir. We were doing some patchwork, and it was around 5 o'clock, and we were planning to wind everything up in another 15 minutes. So then someone shares me a link of YouTube, and I didn't understand, and I just opened, and it says announcement of national awards, and I was like wondering why. And okay, after half an hour, or once we just packed up everything and went to my caravan, and suddenly phone started buzzing, and I didn't understand. It was like, did I do something wrong, or is it an emergency? The multiple reactions, and
you didn't see that YouTube video at all?
No, I haven't opened it yet.
Okay.
So then the messages started pouring, and I see congrats, and then a little more elaborate, congrats for the award, then the national award. Then I just opened it, and the first thing that I saw was, by then I think each award has been announced, and I don't know if it's a, what do you say, it's a phone thing. As soon as I opened it, Mr. Jairaj sir was announcing this award, the best screenplay dialogues goes to my name, Venky Atluri, for Lucky Baskhar. That was like shocking. And the next 4 hours I was numb. I didn't know how to react. It was a happy feeling.
Yeah.
And people were, for some reason I just went numb. I didn't know how to react. It took at least a day. Then and my friends, they came, and now you have to post a video thanking everyone, and I did. But all this while I was just, I was just reading out whatever they were giving me, and with a lot of respect. But it was, I was doing it while I was processing it. So it took a day. Then that overwhelming feeling just sunk in.
And was there a party? Was there a celebration?
There was no celebration.
Because you're too busy with Vishwanath and Sons.
Because I have to take care of two languages simultaneously. And now I went to Chennai. I have a deadline for censor. I have a deadline for everything from now. So, too busy to even process and, have a small meal with my friends also.
It's a good problem to have.
Yeah.
Hannah?
Yes.
So, Venky, you and I, of course, last met for Lucky Baskhar.
Yes.
You were on our Directors Roundtable in 2024,
yes.
And I remember you talking about always wanting to write something like Lamhe, which of course is now Vishwanath Sons, right? The older man, younger woman.
Yeah, basically a slight inspiration.
Sure.
I draw an inspiration for every film that I make. When Lucky Baskhar was made, I don't know in which interview, but I told someone that I wanted to make a film like the Martin Scorsese's Wolf of Wall Street.
Right, of course.
Yeah, and then I think I just manifested it right, and my next film after Vaathi was that. And while I was with you, ma'am, on the round table, yes, I manifested. I wanted to make something like that, a mature love story which made sense, and which by the end of the film, when people are walking out of it, there should not be a divided opinion. They have to go out, yes, this is right. this ended right.
Hmm.
So I had to work a lot on that one. So you know, trying to establish a taboo, but you know, ending it right.
Yeah.
So it took a while and many drafts for me to get that right.
How many drafts?
10, 11, I think.
But tell me this, I love Lamhe. It was just such a beautiful film. Of course, it didn't work at all,
I
right?
know
And this is the 35th anniversary, 1991. So what fascinated you about this dynamic of an older man, younger woman?
So before Lamhe, there were films in Tamil done by Mr. Balchandar sir, and the age difference was even was talked about by Bharati Raja sir. So all this.
We had also made Cheeni Kum. You remember?
Yeah,
Tabu and years later, many years
Balki
later.
sir.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's a very sensitive line, which can go wrong, which can seem wrong.
Yeah.
So as long as you just try to keep it the cute way, the playful way, you can't go wrong. So I was just trying to get that thing right.
Keep it playful.
Yeah, keep it playful.
Yeah, because it can get icky.
Yes.
How did you? I know you can't tell me the story, but when you're writing it, when you're doing these 11 drafts, like, what was your barometer? How would you know ki nahi, this is not working, this is not becoming, like palatable?
It starts with the casting.
Of course.
It starts with the casting. So when I narrated the story to Suriya sir, I was hoping that he would like it, because usually a star like Suriya sir, in his prime element, trying to do something, trying to do a family film, as well as something discussing about this age difference. Usually when an actor who's post 30, they try to avoid that age. They don't talk about the age on screen. We just simply avoid it. But Suriya sir was very, very confident that he wanted to do that. And once Suriya sir was, he gave a yes. And now the biggest challenge was whom to cast opposite him. So Mamitha was, it was a no-brainer. We wanted to cast Mamitha. Why? Because she's already done Premalu and some other films in Malayalam, which established that she's really cute. She was, in her cutest best. And casting Mamitha opposite him will bring in that cheerful and, that playful attitude. And with that, nothing will seem wrong. It'll be like a girl admiring a man. A girl admiring man. A girl loving a man to a girl admiring a man is the whole difference.
Yeah.
Between the icky and the poetic cute.
Yeah. Poetic cute. I like that. That's very interesting. Poetic cute. So what were your directions for Suriya and Mamitha? That how do you play this? Do you just keep it light? Because you've also said that you're very keen to make a happy film.
Yes.
That was a priority.
That was a priority. I want to give hope. I don't want anybody leaving. Oh man, come. I don't want people leaving with heavy hearts. If it's heavy, it should be like heavy because of happiness. That's
correct.
So the instruction was very, 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 very general. Sir was traveling with almost every draft of mine, and Mamitha, she basically is a very, very, uncontaminated actor. She doesn't care about how she looks on screen. She only cares about how she's going to perform, and she doesn't even bother. She's not intimidated by the kind of seniority that she shares the screen with. So that was the biggest advantage. I didn't have much to feed her. It was only the dialogue and how she's going to say it. 90% of the time I was not even giving her any instructions on how to act. I was just giving her the lines, and she was just in her element.
And because this is in Tamil, which is not your first language,
Yes.
You would gauge from the sort of vibe of it that this scene is working?
I understand the language really well because ever since my first film, all my post-production work, all my film's post-production work used to happen in Chennai.
So it's only speaking.
It's only the speaking.
Okay,
So
you understand it perfectly well.
everything, I understand it perfectly well. Even the comedy, the timing, everything I understand really well. I just can't speak, reply back.
Right.
So since 2017, now 9 years, I've spent at least maybe 300 to 350 days in Chennai by now. Over the span of or more actually.
Yeah.
Over the span of like 6 years. So I know you leave me in some corner in Chennai, I can easily communicate with a cab guy. I know where to go. I can make a conversation. But when you extend the conversation, maybe I just need more help.
Right.
But I can clearly understand what the dialogue is and what the fun in the dialogue is.
Yeah. So then the language doesn't become a stumbling block.
Not at all.
I don't know if you remember this, but on that director's roundtable, you told me about this scene is in Vaathi, right? You were talking about a scene in which Dhanush is leaving the village.
Yes.
And he's walking on this very scorched earth.
Yes.
He doesn't have slippers on.
Slippers on, yeah.
It's hot. Nobody can help him. But then a man pumps the hand pump and water
just flows
and
over
cools
his feet.
him
Yes.
and cools his feet,
Yes.
right? Venky, you said that for me, that's the best film. That's the best scene in my filmography.
Yes.
Is it still the best scene in your filmography, or does anything in Vishwanath and Sons top it?
That's a good question. So I want to top, with every film, I just want that one scene which tops the best scene of my previous film. But since there's no comparison, Vaathi was a film that addresses some social issues, and Lucky Baskhar was a film about con. So there's no comparison. At the same time, in Lucky Baskhar, it happens to be a family film. So that was a conscious decision. If I make my 2 consecutive films of same genre, there will be a comparison, and that will bring some pressure. So I have quite a number of good scenes in this one, but I can't compare with my previous
Intensity
films.
of that.
I can't compare with any of my previous films.
Okay.
Because the pressure of surpassing the best scene of my previous film will might affect my judgment, or the pressure might affect my writing.
Yeah.
But if I don't have a comparison, I have a free mind. I can write better scenes. I can write better emotion. So this is more of family emotion. So yes, I have a couple of scenes in the first half, a couple of scenes in the second half. I think emotion-wise, family emotion-wise, I think that's my those scenes were my best work till now.
Nice. And you've also got Suriya to sing.
Yes.
How did that happen?
I just wore him down. So when the first tune happened, and he was listening to the tune, and there was a track singer, and he was humming the song, and says, "So I think you need to sing." I said, "No, Venky." And as you know, Suriya sir is a very, very shy guy.
Yeah.
And he said, "No, Venky." Okay. So I gave a week gap. Again asked him. Again I asked him. So finally he couldn't say no. He literally couldn't say no. Then first he gave a shot for the Tamil version. Then I said, "Sir, what about the Telugu?" "What? You want me to sing the Telugu version as well?" "Yes, sir." "Okay, I'll try, Venky, but I'll try 2-3 lines. If I'm not getting it right, I'll stop." "Oh yeah, sir, sure." And he finished the Telugu version also in like hour and a half or something. So he enjoyed singing the Telugu version as well. That was the deal. Like, he enjoyed singing, though he's a very, very shy guy.
Yeah. But why did you want it?
So the situation, it's a family.
It's a
song.
wedding thing,
It's a wedding.
right?
It's
Yeah.
a wedding in the family, and
Yeah.
he's kind of the elder guy in the not the head of the family, but like elder son of the family. So I wanted Suriya sir to do the singing. It had that an affection around that song. So I wanted sir to sing that song to bring out that thing.
Nice. And of course, you're working with the same DOP, the same editor,
Same music director.
same music director. How early in your process do these people plug in?
Very early. So, so DOP after Lucky Baskhar, of course, I wanted to work with him. He had a good time with me, so he wanted to work with me. So initially, I first narrated the story to Navinoli, my editor, then the music director, and then comes the the DOP Nimish, and I take their inputs. I rework, because every time I narrate, I kind of find a small flaw, maybe a new idea. And Naveen has been with me for forever. This is my 6th film with him. All my films were with Naveen only. So he has a very good judgment.
So he's the first one in.
He'll be the first one. Yeah.
The first narration goes to Naveen.
Yeah, the first narration goes to Naveen.
And then, depending on what they say, you do tweak the story.
100%. Because film, it's not an individual's work. It's a team's work.
Yeah.
So why Naveen? Because he's an editor. So maybe as a writer, I don't have I don't edit that much in my mind, and maybe I don't do too many connections. But if you really sit with an editor and give him a narration and start the process there itself, you can save a lot of time on the set. You don't have to go for reshoots also, because he can at least process the story, and he know where are the loose ends and where are the where there are ends that are not meeting. So these ends can, we can have an extra scene that can link both the scenes, and the loose ends can be cut down, and instead of shooting them and then taking a call on the edit table, we can just
Not shoot it at all. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. And they're brutal with you.
Yeah, they are brutal. Well, Naveen is the most brutal. He has no
No filter.
No filter, no mercy, actually.
What's the harshest thing he said to you?
Anything. So in his language, it's like there are only 2 words. There's no sugarcoating. There is no over pampering also. It's like 2 things: nice, not nice. In Telugu, bala, bagundi. That's it.
And then it's back to the drawing board.
Yeah, 100%. And he'll make sure I do those changes, and he'll be hunting me every day. Did you do that? Did you do that? He's like that.
Venky, you work now consistently with such fine actors, right? Dhanush and Dulquer and Suriya now. Is there something really strong actors have in common? Have you observed anything?
Discipline.
In what way? What are they disciplined about?
The time. They respect time. They don't waste your time. They don't expect their time being wasted. So when you have those kind of actors, you don't tend to make them wait on the set. The wastage on the set is very, very minimal. They do their own work. So we, while coming to the set, we know we should be, completely equipped. If an actor is coming to the set with his homework done, we have to finish our homework a day before, so that we don't have to make them wait. Any actor wait on the set. So having these finest actors, working with these finest actors, I'll be helping myself and the production, because the wastage on the set and the number of days, everything will be under control.
Because you have to match them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I remember me finishing off Vaathi in 85 to 86 days, which was shot in, which was a bilingual. And Lucky Baskhar being a financial thriller. I think I finished it in less than 100 days. And same goes with Vishwanath Sons. I still remember the last 60 days or 65 days of Vishwanath Sons were shot in a span of 72 days. In 72 days, we have shot 65 days. So we didn't have too many breaks also. So this was a new learning. Usually in Telugu, or even in my previous films, we used to shoot for 20 days, break for 10, 12 days, shoot for another 20 days, wait for another 10 days. So that's also, when you're just making a film in a span of 6 months to 1 year, there's a lot of interest loss.
And maybe the energy dissipates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of actors will be doing except for the main leads, the other actors will be doing many other films.
Yeah.
So for them to come in and come out of the character, it will take a little time. But when you do it in a single stretch, everybody will be in the skin of the character. They will be performing the character alone. So that really helped. Other day, I was actually discussing with my producer, Mr. Naga Vamsi, also about the same thing. If we can really finish off a film in like 6 months or 7 months, once you go to shoot, maybe on the 7th month or 8th month, if we can release it, it will be a huge help for the production.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to ask you a couple of questions about the Telugu film industry. So the last 2 Telugu films I saw were Sangeetam and Rao Bahadur, right? And I was kind of blown away, Venky, by just the audacity of it. How cheerfully experimental they are. How the makers just said, let's take a risk.
Yes.
What's happening there? How come you guys can take such big swings?
Coming to Rao Bahadur, I don't know if you've watched Venkatesh Maha's previous films.
Of course. Care of Kancharapalam is like my all-time favorite.
Everybody.
Yeah.
So he always believes in different cinema. And he's not, tweaked his attitude or, his writing in films for anybody. He's an honest filmmaker, and that really reflected. And that's how Rao Bahadur is, has received whatever acclaim that it received right now.
But you also have Mahesh Babu backing it. That's amazing.
See, films like that these days are getting backing.
Yeah.
Because slowly, the filmmakers are also started looking for young scripts or a kind of different scripts. So even for Sangeetam, Swapna Dutt made that film.
Yeah. And Naga Ashwin was like
Naga Ashwin
was like an assistant on it in some ways.
He was like supervising and everything. And the idea comes from a person who is like 90 plus.
Exactly.
Sangeetam sir.
A legend.
Yeah, he's a legend.
Yeah.
He's always, if you see his filmography, every film is a different film, and every film left a mark on Indian cinema. And this one, I actually texted her saying that, see, this film, maybe 50 years or 100 years down the lane, this film will be in every film school in the world, and this film can be something like Life is Wonderful.
Yeah.
Maybe it's going to age well, really well.
Yeah. But this ability to take artistic risks, it seems to just be getting more widespread.
Yes.
Telugu cinema at one point was very conventional. There was the really larger than life, and I'm sure a lot of that is still happening. Yeah. But these kind of films are so exciting.
Because audience are receptive.
Right.
Because audience are changing.
Yeah.
So the monotony, maybe the monotony that you were maybe you're talking about was in 90s, where every film title was almost the same. I still remember as a kid. So, but those films worked big time.
Yeah.
Big time. So we have to respect the audience. Audience were receiving those films, and filmmakers were happy to make those films, and we were delivering hits. And it's not only in the case of Telugu cinema. It was happening everywhere.
Yeah.
If one film is working in a language, there used to be a series of films of almost the same genre, and every film used to work. Let it be in Telugu, let it be in Hindi, and Also Tamil.
Yeah.
Malayalam, I don't know much in the 90s. But now, even if a filmmaker does a film and he wants to repeat the same kind of genre for his next film, people are not really accepting. And I am the sitting live example of it.
I know. The second and the third film.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, so they are expecting a different meal every day. So when audience have changed that way,
Yeah.
the filmmakers, producers, writers are forced to think different. Maybe that's why a Sangeetam comes, a Rahu Bahadur comes, or any other film. Even there's a small film called Little Hearts. in Telugu.
I haven't seen that yet. Yeah.
But these are the different writing, simple writing, fearless writing.
That's so exciting.
Yeah.
What an exciting time.
Yes.
There's also this thing that fascinates me. So, a couple of years ago, I met a young director from the Telugu film industry. He already made a very successful film. He had put together a project with a very big Bollywood star, shot for one day, shut it down. Okay? He said, the way of working was so different and so difficult for me that I knew I couldn't make it. After that, of course, there were the very, very sort of high-profile exits, of Deepika Padukone from Spirit and from Kalki. But when I look at Telugu cinema, I always think that you have so many stars, right? And not just individual stars, you have star families, right? Entire households filled with stars, right? What is the difference in the nature of stardom in Telugu and in Hindi, in the nature of the working of this stardom that makes collaboration difficult?
That's a really tough question to ask. I mean, to answer, why? Because I've not worked with any of, I just worked in Bombay for 11 days, which happens to be my Lucky Baskhar thing. But it's again a Telugu film. I don't know how people work here. I don't know how the call sheet works here. So I have no idea. But if I want to work in Hindi, I'll at least take a 3 months break. I'll study the set. So it's a very simple old saying, if you, when in Rome, you have to be a Rome.
Of course.
Yeah. So in the same way, it goes for a Hindi actor coming to Telugu. So when you come to Telugu, you have to work according to a Telugu mindset.
Which is what? Tell me how does it work? It's very disciplined?
It's very disciplined. We start at 8 o'clock. We start, the usual call sheet starts at 7, ends at 6. And now we have a different call sheet. We have multiple options regarding, but we usually work for 11 hours to 12 hours on the set. And for a typical actor, it's like 9 to 10 hours. This is standard for everybody. So anybody who's coming here, they have to, they have to agree to that one, or at least negotiate to that one. I can't speak about the exits and
sure, that's specific. Yeah,
that's very specific.
Yeah.
But when a person from any industry, let it be Tamil, let it be Malayalam, let it be Hindi, when you're coming and acting in a Telugu film, understand the work culture there and maybe respect that culture. I'll give you an example. I've worked with Ravina ma'am. I've worked with
Of course, she's in this film.
Yeah,
she's in Vishwanath. Yeah.
I worked with Ravina ma'am. And there was this last day of shoot. We were shooting in Ooty. The temperatures was around like 6 degrees or 7 degrees. Maybe not a big thing for people from Hyderabad, but from people from Bombay and Chennai, 6 degrees is like
it's
freezing.
Cold.
Yeah, it is cold.
Yes.
And that was the last day. There was two options. Either shoot for 14 hours straight or, shoot a portion of film here and, do the patch somewhere else. And we know we can't match the color temperature of Ooty anywhere. Yeah. So Suriya sir was willing to go. And I requested Ravina ma'am. And I went to Ravina ma'am's manager. I said, see, can we do this? No, ma'am will be angry. And suddenly she overheard me talking, and suddenly she comes out of the room and I started running. And hey, Venky, where are you? Come, ma'am, can we do this? And that day she shot from around 10:30 in the morning to 12:30 in the night. So this is the example that I want to give. Respect the work culture where you're working.
Sure.
If I want to do a Bollywood film, I will work according to the Bollywood working conditions. I will learn the conditions. I'll not just jump and say, I'm starting at 8, everybody be here by 8. I'll understand what is the culture here. I'll understand, the working conditions of the 24 crafts. Only then I'll start. So this is the answer that I can give.
Yeah, yeah. Do you ever want to do a Hindi film?
Yeah, that's on my checklist. I want to do a Hindi film, a Punjabi film.
How wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell me about the next few, because you have said that there's going to be a sequel to Lucky Baskhar.
Yes.
And what's happening with that?
I need another couple of years because I have another 2 commitments that I have to finish, and Lucky Baskhar 2 will be a very huge responsibility, which I want to be right in many ways. So, and that is the timing that I gave to myself. Maybe in 2 years, I'm going to start a Lucky Baskhar.
So you already committed to 2 other films after Vishwanath Sons.
I have 2 scripts which I want to finish before
Is
I
this
start.
the biography and the cop drama you had talked about?
Maybe the cop drama, yes. And there's another film I want to do with kids.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, because there's a lot of I don't know, there's no kids film these days.
Yeah.
I want to do a proper kids film, one film like Disney, like Home Alone kind of a thing. I'm still writing it, so.
And you had talked when in that director's roundtable that you were taking an 8-month writing.
But that didn't happen.
It didn't happen.
So, I started writing. I think I finished off 2 scripts.
Average, how long do you take to do one?
4 months.
4 months.
4 months. Like
Okay.
I do my R&D.
And then you approach it like a 9-to-5 job. You're sitting and just writing all day.
No, I write for more than, I think my average writing time a day when I start writing will be 12 to 13 hours.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And then 4 months of that, one script gets done.
Yeah.
Okay. So you wrote 2.
Yeah, I wrote.
Well, that's pretty good. Okay. And are you making a film with Nani?
I manifest. I want that to happen. Yeah, but yeah. I
He's so
manifest.
fab.
Yes, he is.
He's just tremendous.
He's again that one actor who wants to do different cinema every time he starts some film.
Yeah. No, I really admire how he approaches his work. Okay, one last question. Do you imagine sooner rather than later we will see a film where it's a 40-year-old woman with a 20-year-old guy?
It's an interesting idea. Maybe, yeah, soon, somewhere, yeah.
Just putting it out there.
Yeah, putting it out in the universe, yes.
Venky, thank you, and cannot wait to see Vishwanath Sons.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. This was so much fun. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Venky Atluri. You're watching me on Hollywood Reporter India. Please subscribe.